Hello everyone, I'm putting this up here just to show YouTube that I am operating within the guidelines of fair use, which allows to use segments of material I do not own the rights for in order to criticize and express an opinion. Just as any democratic, free speech supporting platform would do. I'm not going to make any money out of this, and everything I upload here will be for the sole purpose of reviewing, critique, and expressing opinions about what's going on and what went on the. So before I start this video, I want to say that I know that Rafael was diagnosed with ASD, and he's very high functioning Asperger's. I know that. I do not want to try to dispute that. So basically, yes, Andrea managed to get the diagnosis of high functioning autism for Rafael, but this video is going to be about the way there. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about that. The first thing I want to talk about is that in the first meeting that they had, it's all about what the parents report, what happens at home. Now, with all due respect, Andrea is known for telling stories. Now, I have a bunch of videos here that show that the difference between reality and truth and what she actually tells us is very, very questionable. So, what did she tell that therapist there? We don't know, okay? All we know is that Hadar says that the therapist actually told them, oh, you're so knowledgeable about this. And he says, thanks to Andrea, we're very knowledgeable. Well, that's interesting.
Agree with most of what we said because we're very educated about it, thanks to Andrea.
So one thing that is not disputable is the fact that we don't know and we will never know what Andrea told them in those meetings. But we do know that she is very educated when it comes to autism. And we also know, at least I know, my perception, my opinion, is that she has given us so many symptoms that Rafael supposedly had and has. And then when we see the videos actually contradict most of what she says. So did she tell the truth there? Or did she not? We don't know that. We just don't. But anyway, the evaluation is based on the parents' testimony. And so even after, and this is the important point in this video, even after her testimony, this is what the therapists had to say about Rafael after they actually saw him. So in the second meeting, they actually saw and observed him and his behavior. And this is what they had to say.
Saw him, look at how he acts physically. You know, in her opinion, he's off the spectrum of autism. He makes eye contact and he wants to play with us and share and do stuff like that. She thinks he's off the spectrum, which is
Okay, so once the psychologist sees Rafael, sees him interact with his parents, she watches his behavior, she observes, it's called observation, and I've been in a few of those, and you just sit there and observe the behavior and you see if the behavior coincides with what the parents are actually claiming. And what she sees is a child that does have ukulele. I mean, we see that in the videos as well. Maybe he has some OCD. I don't know. It depends on what was going on in the room. But what she does see is that he makes eye contact. He plays with his parents. He also shares. He wants to share. Just imagine what this child could be and do if he were actually integrated into society, into a room with classmates, with other children. He has all the makings of a normal child, in my opinion. Now, she says, the psychologist says very clearly that he is off the spectrum of autism. So, very interesting. Now, I'm guessing, this is a guess, this is a speculation. I'm guessing that Andrea pushed and pushed and pushed, and eventually they got that diagnosis. However, Andrea until today maintains that she has 3 children with autism. And then she includes Abigail as well. But we see that the diagnosis is not a clean cut. It's not a clear diagnosis. We see that other therapists say that actually he's not on the spectrum. In the same video, we also see another neurologist that they talk to who claims the same. I cannot put all this material up here because, well, you know why. My channel is always at risk because Andrea is trying her best to get it off the air. So, but what I still want to remind you is that in this same video, there's a very strange incident. Hadar says that the neurologist, who is the head of the place, says, well, there's something going on. But again, he does not say the word autism. However, this is when Hadar reports what happens. But when Andrea reports what happens, in the same moment, like when they're with the neurologist, she says, well, the neurologist said that he has something, a little bit of everything. Then there's a cut in the video, and then she goes, he has high functioning autism. So, who is lying? Is it Hadar or is it Andrea? Because those stories don't match. And I find that very interesting. Again, unfortunately, cannot show you that section. But if you go on their channel, the diagnosis of Rafael was documented to the nitty-gritty. She documented every single day of their lives. That's how we know everything about this family, or mostly everything. But when we actually listen carefully to what doctors said to them, it's not really what they claim. No, but here's the thing. I know people who got diagnosis that said that their child is definitely autistic. I have never seen, this is my experience, okay? I'm talking from my own world, my own opinion, what I've seen. I've never seen people so excited, so determined, so full of enthusiasm to get that diagnosis as Andrea is. I don't understand it. I see her glowing with anticipation just to hear that she has autistic children. It boggles my mind. Most people, well, to be honest, every single one of them that I know, it was a devastating moment to learn that their child is autistic. It's not an easy life for them or for the kid. And just to see a parent so, what's the word? Glowing with some kind of, I don't know, almost euphoric to get these diagnoses for their kids, is highly irregular to me. And as we see, neurologist, who is the head of the whole place, and a psychologist, which, I mean, doctors are known to be very, very good. And I find it very strange that this was their observation of Rafael. So I just wanted to let you know about this. Thank you.